if you hold Tesla stock. You need to start preparing right now. In today's news, I'll be discussing everything you need to know about Elon Musk taking Tesla private, so stay tuned till the end of the video. Hello everyone, you're watching Trade Daily. Like and subscribe to get all the latest news on Tesla and Tesla stocks. Now let's get into the news. We'll start this off by looking at Tesla's stock price. Today, a share of Tesla stock is trading at $190 per share, up 1% at the time of recording. Tesla is a company with huge long-term profits waiting for anyone who gets in early. And trust me, right now is still very early to get into Tesla stock. Alger Capital, an investment management company, released its Alger Spectre Fund fourth quarter investor letter. In the fourth quarter, classes shares of the fund underperformed the Russell 3000 Growth Index. The portfolio's largest sector overweight in the quarter was energy, and the largest sector underweight was information technology. Energy and utility sectors were the significant performance contributors, while information technology and consumer discretionary sectors detracted from the performance. In addition, you can check the top 5 holdings of the fund to know its best picks in 2022. Alger Capital highlighted stocks Tesla, Inc. in the Q4 2022 investor letter. Headquartered in Austin, Texas, Tesla, Inc. is an electric vehicle and energy generation and storage systems manufacturer. On February 2, 2023, Tesla, Inc. stock closed at $188.27 per share. 1 month return of Tesla, Inc. was 66.52%, and its shares lost 38.83% of their value over the last 52 weeks. Tesla, Inc. has a market capitalization of $595 billion. Alger Capital made the following comment about Tesla, Inc. in its Q4 2022 investor letter. Tesla, Inc. is an electric vehicle manufacturer with a significant technological lead in its large and rapidly growing addressable market. Shares underperformed during the quarter as it confronted transportation capacity issues that caused deliveries to fall short of estimates, as well as developing demand softness. Moreover, the demand softness became evident in increased Model 3 and Y discounts, the introduction of supercharging credits, some consumers deferring purchases until the Inflation Reduction Act EV purchase incentives become effective in January 2023, and other consumers who may be influenced by higher financing rates or deterred from initiating a high-ticket purchase. Despite these near-term difficulties, we remain constructive on EV innovation, adoption, and Tesla's growth prospects over the long term. Tesla, Inc. is now on our list of 30 most popular stocks among hedge funds. As per our database, 88 hedge fund portfolios held Tesla, Inc. at the end of the third quarter, which was 73 in the previous quarter. This comes just as Elon Musk testifies he would have sold SpaceX stock to take Tesla private in 2018. Tesla CEO Elon Musk is being sued by shareholders for a series of tweets he wrote in August 2018 saying he had funding secured to take the automaker private for $420 per share. Under oath, Musk said he could have sold shares of SpaceX, the reusable rocket maker that he also runs as CEO, to fund the deal. Elon Musk told the San Francisco federal court on Monday that he could have sold shares of SpaceX to take Tesla private in 2018. He was then, and still is, the CEO and largest shareholder of both companies. Musk is being sued by Tesla shareholders for a series of tweets he wrote in August 2018 saying he had funding secured to take the automaker private for $420 per share, and that investor support for such a deal was confirmed. Trading in Tesla was halted after his tweets, and its share price remained volatile for weeks. The shareholders in the certified class action lawsuit alleging that Musk's tweets were reckless and false and relying on his statements to make investment decisions cost them significant amounts of money. Musk would later claim that he had a verbal commitment from Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund and was sure that funding would come through at his proposed price based on a handshake. However, the deal never materialized. During his second day on the witness stand, Musk claimed that another reason he said he had funding secured for a deal back in 2018 was that he could have sold shares of SpaceX, a U.S. defense contractor and satellite internet company that he also runs, in order to finance the transaction. Musk said under oath, SpaceX stock alone meant funding secured by itself. It's not that I want to sell SpaceX stock, but I could have. And if you look at the Twitter transaction, that is what I did. I sold Tesla stock to complete the Twitter transaction, and I would have done the same here. Musk did not say how many shares in his reusable rocket maker he would have been able to sell, to whom, and at what price in order to finance the Tesla buyout. In April 2018, SpaceX said in a Securities and Exchange Commission filing that it had raised about $214 million as part of a financing round in which it was seeking more than $500 million in total equity funding. An attorney for shareholders, Nicholas L. Port of Levy and Korsinski, asked Musk if the price he suggested for Tesla shares was a joke because 420 is a reference to cannabis in pop culture. Musk insisted that this was coincidental. He said, "There is some, I think, karma around 420. I should question whether that is good or bad karma at this point." This is not the first legal action Musk has faced over his tweets. The SEC charged Musk and Tesla with civil securities fraud shortly after he sent them, and they paid separate $20 million fines to the federal agency to settle the charges. They later signed a revised consent decree that required Musk to relinquish his role as chairman of the board at Tesla temporarily and to have a securities lawyer vet tweets that contain material business information about Tesla before he posts them. Musk recently became the CEO of social media business Twitter after leading a $4 billion leveraged buyout of the company in October 2022. Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal bin Abdulaziz is the social media company's second largest shareholder after Musk. Last November, Senator Chris Murphy, Decon, sent a letter to the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States requesting a review of the financing for the Musk-Twitter deal. Jury rules in Musk's favor in civil case brought by shareholders against Musk over his 2018 tweeted claim that he'd secured funding to take Tesla private. Elon Musk celebrated Friday after a jury ruled in his favor in a civil case brought by Tesla's shareholders over tweets in 2018 that he'd secured funding to take Tesla private. The jury in a California court ruled unanimously that Musk hadn't defrauded investors with his bogus claim, which sent shares of the electric vehicle maker soaring at the time for a brief period. A 9-member jury reached its verdict Friday afternoon after 2 hours of deliberations. The case centered on tweets Musk made in August 2018 about taking Tesla Inc. private, including one claiming funding secured. The trial lasted for 3 weeks. In the aftermath, Musk paid a multi-million-dollar penalty to the SEC and entered an agreement to have his tweets reviewed by Tesla management to settle regulator claims in the case. However, investors appear to have struck out in their claims that Musk harmed them with his actions. The heart of the case turned on whether Musk's tweets were misleading enough to have violated securities laws. Musk's use of Twitter at the time forced regulators to reassess their approach to statements made on Twitter. In general, SEC guidelines require that information be released to all members of the investing community at the same time, and that the information be truthful. Twitter has since emerged as an important platform for corporate communications, and indeed one that Musk has since bought, largely with money he made from selling Tesla shares. While the investors in Tesla at the time of the funding secured tweet claimed to have lost billions in the subsequent market turbulence, evidence suggests that if they had simply held on to their shares, they would be a lot happier now. Tesla's highest split-adjusted price on 2018 was $25.30. It closed Friday at $189.98. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the news. Like and subscribe to stay up to date with all the Tesla news. But just before we go, I'd like to remind you that this video is for news and entertainment only and should not be used as investment advice.